Okay, gorgeous people, here we are, day 5 of our 10 days of Meet TLLC. And today I have my gorgeous girlfriend Lisa with me. Hello.
Hello.
Let's just kick this off. Let's get straight into it. Lisa, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yes, I can. So I am a mum of 2 kiddos, 4 and 6, and 1 fur baby, and I am a captain's wife. So basically, I used to work in the super yacht industry with my husband, and then once we had children, I obviously made the sacrifice to move out of the industry. And he still works in the industry, so he's away for 2 months on, 2 months off. So I basically fly solo as a parent for half of the year. So yeah, that's me.
That's just intense. I think you forgot the key bit of information there. What is your dog's name? Your fur baby. What is the fur baby's name? Because I have a real, this one hits me in the heart, this one.
Oh, Astro Boy.
Yay!
He's such a sweet kid. And if he was here, I'd get him to come say hello. He'd probably be trying to sit on my lap anyway. But he's a ginormous, Groodle, 18-month-old Groodle. He is my sweet
Your baby. And for those of you who are watching and don't know, I had an Astro. He was probably my favorite child. Let's be honest, still is. Definitely my best behaved child. And we had Astro he got to be about 13 or 14. So I love that you have an Astro as well. That's really beautiful.
He was named by my son, Atlas, and I get the two very confused. It's a bit ridiculous, but whatever.
Well, we have Stella, Kitty, Ciara, and Piper, all of which are female. So the number of times I call my kids, even the chickens' names or the animals, it's hard. It's hard as we get older.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you have quite a amazing background. This is not something that a lot of people do, right? So tell us why, what inspired you to become a part of Enagic then? Because you've obviously got this incredible wealth of information, this experience. What is it about Enagic that has attracted you to join our team?
For me, being a complete newbie in this space, I have 0 online experience. The biggest pull for me was knowing that there was this supportive community that was going to help me and show me with the pathway to do every step. So I knew that once I decided to jump in and invest, that I would be supported the whole way through, and then I could literally just plug and play. And you know, there's so many people that have already been and proven this to be successful. So that for me was okay, that's what I need. I need a pathway. I need to know where to go, because I haven't done anything online before. I haven't done any sales experience before. I'm all hospitality. I used to be a chef. I used to be in fitness. And so for me, when I started looking into high ticket market affiliation, I was just whoa, deer in headlights. So when I saw, and also I think because knowing that you've been on the online space for quite a few years beforehand, and I knew that your integrity would also, that really supported my decision as well. So, and then as soon as I joined the Facebook group, meeting all the girls and feeling that support, straight away, I knew that this was the right move. So that was my biggest thing. And then there's the numbers, obviously, the compensation plan, which is just absolutely kick-ass. There's the whole automation, so things can flow on for you while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're doing your holidays, or all that kind of stuff. And also because there's a very real possibility that I could end up overseas. There's always the opportunity for us to end up in Europe or back on a boat, living with our kiddos. And this is something that would move with me and probably even benefit from it. So it all kind of, made sense. And it's in the health and wellness sector. I'm all about food and healthy eating and fitness. And I actually just genuinely love the machine. I've lived in Holland. I put in a water filter when we lived there for a year. In Abu Dhabi, when we lived there, I put in a water filter. So it was that was a no-brainer as well. So it kind of just ticked all of the boxes for me.
Tell everyone a little bit about your outdoor shower setup, because I feel that's something you should share.
I know, I wish I could show you. We've just installed this beautiful stone bar, and it's actually just on the other side of the gate as well. We back onto a creek where the high school kids walk, and there's this big shower as well, right? So I reckon I'm gonna end up being that crazy lady, because I'll come home after going for a run or a cycle, and I'm just fuck it, I'm just gonna go have a shower and like, because I'm sheltered from my direct neighbors, but like, you know, 50 meters that way there is a path that goes to the high school, so I'm out there like enjoying myself. And probably like, you know, a bunch of kids hiding in the bush, like looking at the crazy lady.
So
like,
funny. Because a lot of people don't realize that one of the machines that we have is actually a shower machine. So
absolutely. It was such a big decision. And to be honest, that might end up being like another purchase, because our Nespa has gone into our bathroom. And now the whole family is like using our outdoor shower flat out, like, because it's all hot water. It's like we've done it all through winter and through summer. Like already we're at the beach all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we're kind of using this one more.
Don't want to share. I know. I get it. Oh, well, you can never have too many machines in the house, right?
Right.
So what are your plans for the next 2 to 5 years? It sounds like you guys have got some, you know, maybe travel plans, but tell me how Enagic is fitting into all of that. And even, I guess, more importantly, how is it supporting your plans for the next couple of years?
Okay, so I would like to bring my husband home in the next 5 years. So he drives a big ass yacht and gets a pretty decent paycheck, but I want to be the breadwinner. And I want to bring him home because I know that he'd like to retrain. I know that he wants to spend more time with the kiddos, and he's got 25 years at sea thus far. And this is going to create the support and the financial support and the financial freedom for us to make new decisions and to get him out of that industry and into doing either something else or not, or maybe being more of a stay-at-home dad so that we can flip.
Yeah.
So that is how Enagic is going to help me. It's also like empowering me to create my own business and to have fun doing it with a community that's super supportive. So,
I know that was something that we talked about when you were first getting started was, you know, you knew that there were many things out there in the world that you could do. But you really felt that this was a model that would support all of the plans that you guys had as a family moving forward, and also had that incredible location freedom that you desire.
Definitely. Absolutely. Just the flexibility, like even just recently what's happened with my life is I ended up becoming a full-time carer for an in-law, and this, like, it didn't create stress. It was something that, like, it all happened at the same time, but I was still able to work this in and around in the pockets of my time to make it work for me.
Yeah.
So, and also like walking into that 6-week mentorship as well, like straight away was just so good. There was just so many amazing different people with amazing different like viewpoints and great information that just kind of blew my mind. So that was, I really enjoyed that as well. But also just the opportunity to be able to like become one of those women who can help others and create that, it's like, this is there for anyone who wants to put in the time to do it. Yeah. And that is like let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, super inspiring.
That's one of my favorite things about online business is that there's literally no qualifications apart from you just turn up. Like you turn up and you do the work and there's nothing else required. Like there's no prerequisites for you to be successful.
Yeah, and why not? Like I got to the point where I was like whinging about, you're on Facebook or you're just scrolling or you're doing your thing. It was just a total waste of time, like not achieving anything. Why not use it as a tool to create this incredible business? Yeah. Like why not make it work for you? So yeah, definitely.
Monetize the scroll.
It's completely changed my point of view on socials. And it's also like, I don't want to end up in my 70s like a complete Luddite and not haven't like moved with the times or changed how to work, smarter, not harder. So yeah, and having worked for so many rich people in my time, like I know that the 9-to-5 grind ain't it. Like it is not it. And I do not want to go back. I mean, I loved cooking in the kitchen as a yacht chef, absolutely loved it, but I do not want to go back into a kitchen now. I want to cook food for the people that I love and share it online with my friends. Like that is way more enjoyable. The 9-to-5 is she done.
Let's chat a little bit about the legacy income side of Enagic as well. Was that something, I know you mentioned the comp plan, but the legacy income side as well. Just tell me a little bit about how important that is to you and what that means to you.
What it means to me is, so because I worked overseas for most of my career, I have no super, none. I think
it's so interesting because all the girls that I'm talking to are in the same position for various reasons. And I feel like women all over the world, in Australia, don't have super. You know, that's the thing.
Especially if you've taken the time off to parent full time, right?
Yeah.
Like if you decided to go, okay, which is great. So lucky to be able to do that. Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, well, why do I have to suffer? Like, what happens if something happens to my husband, you know, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like, where am I at? And knowing that, you know, I can create this and it's just going to continue to roll. Like once it has enough momentum, like it will just create this wage for us, like every month. And there's going to be money for my kids. There's going to be that support. Like that just makes my heart go, oh, you can relax now. Like time to enjoy life. Like time to do all the fun things that you want to. My husband and I, like, we've got to be more fun. And we've realized that sometimes the stress, right, of like thinking about finances and all the things, and COVID wasn't kind, and you know, it's tricky. And so it's like finding the fact that it's just, I think also because you have to go there with everybody else as well, right? Like you can't get there on your own. You have to bring others with you, or you have to go with others as well. So there's just this, it all just kind of feels like it makes sense. And you can just see like all the guys that are already there. And I mean, I don't think you're far off.
Give me a couple of years.
Like every time everyone's talking about it and going, this is great, because it legitimately is. So legacy, here we come.
And just knowing as well as a mother that it's going to be great for you, but it's something that you can pass on to your kids as well.
Oh, absolutely. Like just knowing that that's there is going to be absolutely like a total win.
So you touched on this a little bit before. Tell me, backtrack a sec. When did you join our amazing team? How long's it been now? 3 months, 4 months?
3 months.
Yeah, so fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
Literally, you are. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the community so far.
Look, as soon as I jumped in, I felt like I had a whole new bunch of friends. Like everybody has just been super supportive. You know, we're in with a bunch of intelligent, funny, motivating, inspiring, like great bunch of girls, and everyone has just been awesome. Like jumping into that 6-week mentorship, I think there was like 50 to 80 other like newies in there as well. And everyone's just like hitting up, asking questions, you know, being directed to the right places, like support. So it's, it has absolutely delivered in that way. And everyone's just like-minded people having a good time, enjoying what they're doing and helping others along the way. So it's a great community to be part of.
Do you want to elaborate? This wasn't one of the questions, so I apologize for throwing this one at you. But you've mentioned it twice now, and I know that a lot of people, you know, their concern or one of the objections they have when joining something new is that they're not going to know what to do. They don't know where to start. So can you just elaborate a little bit on that mentor program that you've been talking about, sort of how it worked, how it helped you, anything else?
Basically, it brought in all of some of the top leaders, and they talked about different things. So whether it was talking about your vibration, talking about healthy habits, talking about, you know, just actually how to work social media, how to, the things that, how attractive marketing works, and then just a step-by-step, like, let's do this, then let's follow this, and just feeling how everything flowed together and came together really well organized, and it just all made sense. Like it was such a simple, easy way of following the steps and listening to just other people and realizing that all you have to do is share your truth and, you know, be honest and have fun and, you know, follow the plan. So,
I love that. And so there's also there's the chat as well. I'm in it because I have, you know, team in it.
Yeah, which is just like constantly ongoing support.
It's
again,
good, isn't
right?
it? Yeah, the questions, and everyone, you know, pops in with an answer, and
and everyone's like, you don't feel like there's no pressure, but at the same time, you don't want to miss out.
Yes.
Right? Like, oh, what was that one about? Like, I need to go back and find out, and also just being able to go back and go, oh no, that was really inspiring. I'm going to go back and watch that again and get that information again. It's been super helpful.
And I think it's good because it builds a community of people who are in the same position, and you're not just getting thrown into a leaders chat or into a group where you go, oh, I can't ask that question because it's a silly question, or maybe I should know that. But you kind of think, well, if I'm asking this or I don't know the answer to this, someone else probably is thinking the same thing as well.
The amount of times I go back, especially if like I've missed a couple of days, and I'm like, I've just got to go back, and I might have missed, like, because so many people are just asking like genuinely great questions. You're like, oh, awesome! Now I know that. I wouldn't have even thought to have asked that.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
And so just so everybody knows, we run these regularly. So if people are watching and they're like, oh, damn, I missed it. Lisa's done it. She's finished it. We run these regularly. So support is something that we're very big on when people join our little family or our team. So last question I've got for you, babe. We are doing these interviews just to share the team and just bring awareness to the incredible community we have leading up into our Wealth on Tap Masterclass, which is on next Thursday and Friday. So what are you most excited about for the Masterclass?
Oh, all of the amazing info that we're going to get. Like, these are the guys who are like 7-figure people in Enagic that have just been so incredibly successful. And I think like being able to really immerse myself in the whole work smarter, not harder, for me is, I think, going to be where I get all of my good info from with these guys. Because if I can get to that level of where they're at, like, that'd be amazing. And it's so achievable. It's so possible. And it's just
anyone can.
Genuine information. And
yeah.
I think also for a lot of people who are a bit like, like, is it a scam? Like, I don't really know. It's like, here are the guys doing, the 7+ figures. Like,
yeah.
So can you. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to everything that they're going to share.
And I think the fact that they're all, and you and I obviously are in Australia, it doesn't mean that our team isn't in Australia, but the fact that we have Aussies, often you join an online business and you're looking at, Americans or Canadians or people overseas who are doing the things, and you don't necessarily have people in your vicinity that you go, okay, she's doing it or he's doing it, so I can do it. Whereas these are Aussies. They are people who just live up the road. A lot of them.
I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize they were all Aussies. That is.
Oh, there might be a couple of, international guests, but certainly the majority of them are Aussies. And one of the girls who's doing it, I think she's 21, maybe. Like, she started her business when she was 18. She will never have to work another day in her life once she hits 23, 24.
That's incredible.
Isn't that insane?
That is incredible. But do you know what? What I see a lot of in this business is that people they continue to, right?
Yes.
Like, because they're like, this is so great. I want to share it.
And help more people.
Yeah, I could have like stopped doing this, like, help when I hit legacy or whatever else.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, like, let's get more people into this amazing opportunity.
Yeah. Well, Christy and Clint are a perfect example of that. So they're 7-figure earners. They get 6-figure bonuses. No. They get 6 figures a month. And then they also get like multiple 6-figure bonuses every 3 months. They do not have to work ever again.
How long have they been in business for?
5 years, 6 years. Like insane. But they're the perfect example, right? They could be on they could buy an island and sit on it and never have to do anything ever again. But they are showing up continuously, hosting retreats, hosting masterclasses, doing all the things, trainings, because they want to and because it's such an incredible opportunity, not only from a health and wellness perspective, which is one of the things that you touched on, the water's amazing, the products are amazing, but also the financial aspect as well for people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's in 5 years, that's next level. I'm ready.
Yeah, well, I kind of look back on my, previous online business, which I did for 6 years, and then kind of, that ended abruptly with nothing. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
6 years from now, I'm not going to be having nothing. I'll have legacy income. And I did a post yesterday, I think it was, actually on the legacy income. Like, it starts at 5,000 USD a month, goes up to 80,000 USD a month.
No, mind-blowing, incredible.
Insane, right?
And people are doing it. People are successful and have been for ages. I mean, I believe it's like huge in the Philippines as well.
Yes.
So it's like the US and Canada and everywhere else. Like, yeah, we got a lot to say for the Japanese guy who came up with the comp plan and everything else to go with.
He is so cute. We'll wrap this up, but he came to the event that we had in Brisbane last year. doesn't speak English, right? And he came and it was the last night and the theme was pretty much Burning Man. So there are girls in like their tassels on their nipples and everyone's got their legs out. Like there's not a lot of clothes. And this Japanese guy, old school with his wife and their translator coming in and they're like, we love Australia. We love you. It was so
We do
good.
too.
We're like, we love you too. Yeah.
That's another thing, just quickly as well. Like the fact that it's COVID, like it got through COVID, right? Like it's a Japanese company, it's all in house. Like I believe it's like in Japan, it's I think one of the hardest processes to go through for a medical device as well. It's like 7 to 12 years. It's nuts. Like so, you literally have like top of the line, kick ass. So these are in the hospitals in Japan. They are approved as medical devices, so that's pretty cool. And the business has a 500-year business plan. So it's 50 years next year. So it's one of those businesses that hasn't just popped up and isn't going anywhere either. Yeah, but then also I think the outlook for how much this industry is going to grow as well is just like basically going to double what they've done in 50 years. They're looking at doing in the next 5 years, I think, or something.
Just insane. It's just mind-blowing. And health and wellness is a growing industry always.
Also, like just water. Like let's just, I mean,
Everyone needs water.
That's going to be one of our biggest issues, right? Absolutely. Anyway.
Love that. Okay. So was there anything that you wanted to add on to the end, babe, just before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. I think we've kind of covered all the things.
We have, haven't we? So I would just say to everybody, Lisa and I will both have links that you guys can click on to learn more about the Wealth on Tap Masterclass, which is next Thursday and Friday. It's in a Facebook group. The replays will obviously be available. So pop on in, reach out to Lisa, reach out to myself. We'll give you the link. You can register. You can go in and have a little look. Like just download all the genius that these leaders are sharing with you. And like I said, if you can't pop on live, then the replays will be in there. So it's, pretty flexible.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, babe.
Thank you.
Talk to you
nice
later.
To chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks.